BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
The Boeing 777X has been an interesting aircraft within the aviation industry for some time now. Not so much because it is an up-and-coming airliner that will replace the Boeing 777 and be Boeing's latest wide-body aircraft, but more so around how it is currently going to slot into the industry during a time where demand for international travel has weakened and carriers are moving away from securing big multi-billion-dollar orders for new aircraft in favour of seeking capital and adjusting their operations in order to preserve cash and sustain a business model in the coming years. The Boeing 777X, had there been no delays to begin with, would today be flying with both Lufthansa and Emirates on international services worldwide. However, following the pandemic, now biggest customer at the moment, Emirates, is completely in the dark over when the 777X will eventually be ready for them to use. The updates came through an interview President Tim Clark took part in with Bloomberg TV. It was an interesting one to say the least. The 777X is expected to be delivered to first customers in 2022. However, that was once again, as mentioned earlier, expected to be a mid-2020 prior to the delays and problems impacting the GE9X. The new groundbreaking engines on the aircraft and then pushed back to 2021 and also then finally 2022. Following the 737 MAX crisis and outbreak of the global pandemic, which has halted a lot of progress, or at the very least slowed it down at the very same time. Tim Clark has essentially said he has no idea when they would actually be welcoming on the 777X at this point, giving media indication also the airline will plan the coming years without expecting the Boeing 777X, rather than say planning on its integration and it's simply not arriving with either further delays or frankly the airline not being ready to welcome in a brand new widebody like that of the Boeing 777X to begin with. As for the Airbus A380, Tim Clark, like I've mentioned here on the channel, has remained rather ambitious, noting that by the first quarter of 2022, or even at the end of 2021, all of their Airbus A380s will be back in the skies operating regular services. I personally feel that the return of the Airbus A380 for the carrier will be heavily dependent on the development, trial, and approval of a vaccine that would allow life to return to somewhat normality, or at the very least rapid testing rolled out throughout, and travel corridors that would allow for the leisurely travel between two countries that would see an Airbus A380 operating fit. The same could be very well applied to the Boeing 777X. If a vaccine is not permitted and granted, you could not have an aircraft like the 777X flying on a consistent basis, especially at the rate and the amount that Emirates does have on order. They planned for the future in a world that did not have a pandemic, with hundreds of aircraft on order, especially with the 777X. At this point, they don't need over 100 777Xs to fly, and we've already seen over the years them reduce that total tally, as that's what they deem best for them in the future. The Boeing 777X is set to come at this point in two variants, with one being the 777-8 and the other being the longer, currently more popular 777-9. What are your thoughts on Emirates, and specifically the President Tim Clark, not being completely sure on when the type will indeed be made available to them, and I guess the note of frustration in his tone as well? Let me know down below in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for the continued support. I do look forward to you all joining me in the next video, and as we especially almost hit 300,000 subscribers here on the channel, it is simply phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough. Take care, and stay safe.